guys? Welcome to episode 23, I'm pretty sure. 23. Episode 2-3. I hope you guys liked the intro that I made. This is the first video with that in it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments real quick. But I'm just gonna do some quick explaining because the next few clips I'm not doing really any talking. I'm not explaining what's happening. But me and my brother-in-law had went over to his mother's house to work on my brother-in-law's car. It's a 08 Nissan Altima 2.5 liter, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, it's been off the road for probably about a year now. Originally just for a head gasket, but there was a bunch of other things. So he's been working, like crazy on the car. I didn't do much. I've only been there that one day, what you're about to watch, but after getting new coil packs spliced together because the old ones were all melted and doing a little bit of jerry rigging, we were able to get the car to finally start. She starts, she's throwing no codes. So yeah, basically the car that was once dead is brought back to life. So I'll let you guys watch what I got.
Well, yeah.
Dude, once you clean up these rims,
Oh yeah.
they're gonna look crazy again.
Definitely. I have one up here.
We got clean wheels.
I think it's up here. I don't know where they put it.
Maybe, maybe not.
Did they fucking put it outside? Bastards.
Uh-oh. They put the wheel somewhere. You want to bet it's at the bottom of this? Nope. Cole's 2008 Altima. She's been off the road for a minute, but we're getting her back. Getting some fresh coil packs in, had to rewire. The old ones melted, wires destroyed.
I don't know. I don't.
This is the man fixing it all. Big plans to come. Need to replace the cat. Getting rid of the air box. Throwing in that cold air intake you already know from the fog light. But plan today, I think, it's just fixing up the wires, or splicing the wires onto the harness so that she works.
Maybe.
One battery, but all coil packs are spliced together. Now we're trying to drill out this snap screw. What?
You think a screwdriver might fit that?
If it's small enough, shove it in. Oh, if you fucking bang that, get little grooves and then...
I just drill the whole fucking.
Currently, right down in there is a bolt that's snapped. So we're trying to drill out the rest of it. We tried easy outs, did not work. So now we've come up with the hillbilly way. We're gonna see if we can just get a screw it through the metal that's already in there just enough to hold down and give the coil pack the pressure it needs to be sealed completely. But we've been stuck on that bolt for probably about 45 minutes to an hour already, easily. The first start. Almost. She wants it. It's been a while since she's been on. Come on. Attempt number 2. I don't think she's gonna start. Come on. Come on, baby. Almost. Come on. You want it. Almost. Come on. Come on. There you go. Give it seconds. She's so close. She's so close. She's smoking, but she's on. Yeah, definitely some smoke. But she is on. Let's fucking go. She's on and running. And now that we've watched the clips with the Altima, that should be on the road, like the actual road, in about a week. He's just got to get some new tires and inspection and registration, I'm pretty sure. But now that we've watched that, we can continue with our day. The plan of what we're gonna try and do for the rest of the week is probably not gonna get done today. But when I bought the car, it also came with a bunch of extra parts that have yet to be put on, like the strut bar that's on the car now. That was one of the parts that came with it, along with this glow shift gauge cluster. It's for 3. Obviously, I've only got the boost gauge for right now. Eventually, oil pressure and something else. We'll find out. But I have to look some things up about the MK4. Just mostly about like the airbag and the A-pillar. Just so that I don't have that explode while I'm trying to install this. I'm pretty sure I've done a mock fit before, and the top is just a little too tall for my car, so just gonna chop a little bit off. But I'm gonna do some research, and then we shall get into hopefully putting this into the car finally. Alright, we're out in the car, and just so y'all know, I have no clue what I'm doing, okay? First thing I've done though, we've taken the seal off just so that we can get a better look on what we have on here already. And you see, I don't really want to cut it either, because if this tri-cluster doesn't end up working, then that won't be good. I really don't know what I'm doing. I might unplug the battery just for when I'm taking this off, because this does say airbag. So we don't want that exploding, right? Probably not. Let's disconnect the battery. And after some examination, I'm not going to be able to do this correct way, but I haven't done anything the correct way. That's fine. That's how this car is. So I think I have to cut this off in order to get this old gauge off of the A-pillar. And once that is off, I will grab the new gauge cluster, and I'm going to see if I can just drill into it, but not like really far. Be really careful, you know, just barely get it so I can get the self-tap screws or whatever they are in. And we're just gonna do this step by step. I think I've kinda got it planned out in my head. I'm not positive it's gonna work. If it doesn't work, then my boost gauge is going to be flopping around for a little bit, or duct taped, but either way, I'm going to hope it works. So I'm going to go grab that A-pillar, and then I guess we'll get cutting and drilling. A few cuts later, and a little bit of a struggle, but we got this thing. We got a thing. And now, as I said before, I'm taking this very step by step, and it probably will not work. But my next goal, well, no, regardless, I'll get it to work. But I might have to splice some wire, like I might have to cut wires and then splice them back together. Just because overall, I think I'm being lazy, but I don't want to have to take off the entire dash in order to reach these 3 wires. And looking at the gauge, well, sorry, 4 wires. And looking at the gauge cluster, it's, yeah, 4 wires, but they've all got enough slack that I can just cut it, and then I can splice them back together, heat shrink that bitch, and then it'll be fine. And the reason why I have to cut it is to fit inside of the pod. The pod's perfect fit for it to slide through the top, and it's got this big lip. So if I want to slide it through the top, I have to get these wires and everything in. So that's why I'd have to cut it. But anyways, we're here and we are going to test fit, see if we can get this onto there-ish. I think if I want it to fit, I'm gonna have to chop a tiny bit off the top, because it's just a little too long at the moment. Oh, I'm getting my car so dirty. This ain't cool. Just cleaned it yesterday. I missed it by like a 1/4 inch to the left, so we're gonna drill another hole. But the height was perfect, so give me a second. Alright, I haven't been that enthusiastic because I've just been doing a lot of thinking on trying to think on how to get this to work. But anyways, I think I'm going in the right direction. I've got the holes drilled in here. Let's not mind this one, but we got that hole, which will match up with this hole behind. And that is so that we can take our little screw thing, and once our tripod's in place, I should only need one because the bottom is going to hold itself for the most part. That's what I'm hoping anyways. With the gauge pod, I think I'm going to cut the wires. Pretty sure I told y'all, but I'll just cut them and splice them back together. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it without ripping apart the entire dash. So we are about to run over to my sister's house to go pick up some shrink wrap for the wires and wire cutters, because apparently I don't have any. You guys see? Yay, inchworm flying from somewhere. Come here, boy. Drop you on the ground. Oh, on the ground. Thank you. Alright, we got our wire cutters, and we don't have shrink wrap, but we got the butt connectors, so that's good enough. I don't think I showed y'all, but that's better than any gauge cluster you can buy online. Shoo! Alright, you can kind of see me, not really. Let's be clear, before I start this, I am not an electrician, and as always, I got no clue what I'm doing. You just go with the flow though, but there's only 4 wires, easy enough. I just want to cut it where there's enough slack that I can work from the inside of the new cluster, because that's how it's going to have to be. You guys will see what I mean later. Which most of these are fine, except this black wire is a little short. So I'm going to have to cut that one pretty close to the base without losing the wire. And be able to cut it with still working on it. So here, I guess. That's the first wire cut, and these other 3 are pretty simple. They're way longer, so it should work just fine. Alright, boom, just like that, we've disconnected our boost gauge. Scary, scary, no going back now. Alright, quickly I'm just gonna, splice the wires, get what I need out of it. It's taking way longer than I wanted, not really, like 10 minutes, but we got these 4 wires ready, and now I just got to do the same to the ones already on the dash, which is going to be a pain. Quicker I get it done, quicker I can stop bitching. Alright guys, this has to be the most frustrating task. Trying to get in this space. That's all the space I got. I've got 2 wires spliced though. I need to get these 2. The yellow shouldn't be too bad. It's really long. This black one though, it's so short. I'm having issues because these are so long. It keeps hitting my windshield. I can't get it low enough. So lots of problems, but we are nearing the end. I think it should be mostly smooth sailing once I get these last 2 wires spliced. Then I just got to connect them all again, and it should be practically done. I just throw the new cluster up. But I knew this was going to take a second, but this is taking a little longer than I thought, but that's how car projects go. Sometime later, and we've got all wires spliced, including this black one, which was a pain in the ass for sure. And I've definitely skipped some parts of the process, but she is in, she's on and working, and so far she looks like she reads. 2 days later, I'm editing everything together now, and I've realized a few things. Number 1, I kind of just jumped to the end project from splicing the wires. All I did in between there was put the wire butts on and connect them. It took like 15 minutes probably. It wasn't too bad. The only actual issue I ran into was the black wire, the negative wire. I was worried about it being short, and sure enough, she was short by like 2 inches. And so I had to get creative, and I do not recommend trying this. But I had taken a USB cord, just a standard one, and I had taken the negative from it. Little, you can't really see it, but it's right there. I had to cut it off, splice the little negative wire, and then I just had to connect the 2 blacks together with the extra piece of wire that I got. And that made it long enough so that the gauge could actually sit correctly and everything worked. But that is everything for this episode. So as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.